with their poem. Let's welcome them.
Warm greetings to one and all present here. We, grade 5 tourists, are going to present a poem. It's I Were a Voice by Scottish poet Charles Mann. The poem describes what the speaker would do if he were a voice and explains the power of voice. Indeed, the power of the voice is unfathomable. The poem teaches us to be true to ourselves and to help others. 1, 2. 1, 2. If I were a voice by Charles Mann.
principal, coordinator, teachers, fellow mates, and everyone present in the auditorium. I am Akul Agrawal from grade 5 Aries. Today, I am going to talk about climate change. Climate is the long-term pattern of weather in a particular area. This includes seasonal temperature, average rainfall, and wind patterns. Climate differs from place to place. A rainforest has a hot and humid climate, whereas a desert has an arid climate. Climate change is a change in temperature, average rainfall, and wind patterns in a region over a long period of time. Scientists have proven that the Earth's climate has been changing very slowly over the course of the history. Climate change that we are experiencing now is happening at an alarming rate. This has happened mainly due to human activities such as burning of the fossil fuels and destruction of forests. Fossil fuel contains large amounts of carbon which have been locked under the Earth's surface for billions of years. We have extracted these substances and burned them to power our vehicles, factories, and homes. This has caused the release of large amounts of carbon into our atmosphere, trapping the sun's heat and raising the Earth's temperature. Climate change has a disastrous effect on all living things on Earth. Melting of the glaciers, rising sea level, and extreme weather events are some of the devastating outcomes of climate change. Climate change, I would like to give an example of the polar bear. It is the largest species of carnivore on land. This magnificent beast relies on icy cold climate to find its prey. Climate change has warmed up its habitat, melting away the ice and snow. Nowadays, polar bears are now unable to find food and may have died already of hunger. Climate change has severely affected people too, especially the poor communities. This has caused millions of people to face food and water shortages, lose their income, pushed into poverty, forced to migrate. Therefore, I urge all the people to come together, find more about climate change, talk about climate change, and pledge for sustainability. Pledge for sustainability. We can start by saving energy and resources by walking and cycling more often, protecting green spaces, and eating less meat and dairy. Stopping climate change is surely a monumental task, but together we can. Thank you.
Good afternoon, respected judges, principal ma'am, vice principal ma'am, coordinators, teachers, and my dear friends. I am Shailaja from grade 5U, and today in this elocution contest, I have a speech on a very important topic, women empowerment. This morning, while I was walking, I saw a girl who was crying. I asked her, "Dear, what's the matter?" She said, "I want to be educated, but the females of my house are allowed to stay in 4 halls of the walls of the house and not allowed to go outside. They are not treated equally as men." After hearing it, I felt really sad. So today, now let's understand more about women empowerment. Women empowerment. What is women empowerment? The process of giving power to women is known as women empowerment. But here, the term power does not mean the physical strength. It means the strength providing to a woman that helps to grow the sense of self-worth. I'm talking about women empowerment, but that does not mean the woman should be in the superior state. I'm in a complete favor of gender equality while talking about this topic. Many countries are underdeveloped. In this society are mostly male-dominated. The women are not given opportunities despite the huge potential and abilities. Women are kept as household machine and kept as slaves even in some places. These countries are underdeveloped, and the biggest reason behind their failure is lack of women empowerment. We say we have reached the modern world, but still some women are living the poor world without their proper rights. The country want to develop, they should first develop the section of the woman and focus on women empowerment. Then only the real result can be achieved. In order to develop women empowerment, the woman should be educated and should be treated equally as men. Women should also be aware of their rights, and if they are not getting so, they should raise their voice. Spreading awareness in rural areas can also be very helpful. So today, in this speech, I wanted to spread awareness on the topic gender equality and women empowerment. Thank you.
Thank you, Christy.
Good afternoon, respected judges, principal ma'am, vice principal ma'am, coordinators, teachers, and my dear friends. I am Anupra Silva from grade 5 Taurus, and today I am going to present a speech on electric vehicle is the future. One day, I was doing my homework. I heard some noise from the living room. I went to the living room. My father was watching TV. I asked my father, Dad, what are you watching and what is all this noise about? My father said, this is the demonstration on petrol hiking. Why do you think the price of petrol and diesels are hiking? The amount of petrol and diesels are decreasing and one day it will be completely finished. So we have to start searching for other sources of energy. And the most useful source we can think of is electricity. Electric vehicle doesn't produce smoke. So this is really helpful for reducing pollution. Smoke is one of the major causes of global warming. So if we start using electric vehicles, then we can also help to stop global warming. Right now the price of electric vehicle is expensive, but surely in the future it will get cheaper. It is expensive because it is a new technology. When the use of electric vehicle will grow, then there will be a lot of factories and they will need a lot of workers. So this will help poor and unemployed people. Countries spend a lot of money in petrol and diesels. If they start using electric vehicles, they can use that money in development of schools, roads, or hospitals. We can say that we will see a lot of electric vehicles in the future by seeing Tesla's popularity. Many other companies are also making electric vehicles. So in my opinion, electric vehicles are very useful and it is the future. Thank you. I'd like to ask if you like online classes or physical classes. As for me, I like physical classes. The spread of COVID-19 compelled us to stay at home and take online classes for more than a year. It made me lethargic as I was always inside my home, bounded by the old walls. The day we were to bed at the school, I was quite excited. After a year, I was going to school and meet my friends who I had befriended in the online classes. As the hundreds of smiling and chatting faces surrounded me, the bustling corridors and the classroom with the laughter and joy is what we couldn't see during the online classes with me. The day of leaving the school arrived, I was quite excited, but also a little nervous. They were my first time attending physical classes in the school, and I recently became a part of the usual school family. First time I entered my classroom, I was quite nervous, but my friends and teachers helped me to overcome my nervousness. The environment was also quite comfortable.
Good afternoon, respected judges, principal ma'am, vice principal ma'am, coordinators, teachers, and my dear friends. My name is Shailaja, and today I'm here to give you a speech about effects of lying. Let's begin of truths and lies. Let's start. At 18th century and before, I love art and I was born in a teaching hospital. Think about which one you think was a lie. Got it? The lie was that we're not going to do this and lie. But have you ever told a lie? Everyone has, but have you ever thought what it could do to you? What if not lying would give you candies? What if it was your favorite candy? Would you still lie? You probably thought, this one lie won't hurt. But you end up doing it over and over and over until it becomes a habit. Once it becomes a habit, people will start avoiding you. I know from experience. My brother gave me salt and said it was sugar. I didn't trust him that much anymore. And he's my own brother. This is only one of the things lying can do to you. Stress, madness, and damage to mental health are all the things that might happen if you lie often. Why do these things happen? Let me tell you the truth, like I should. I really don't know, but here's the thing. To prevent this from happening, practice telling the truth. And when you feel like you're about to lie, just think that you're lying too. If you ask your friend to play a video game with you, he said his parents won't allow. And when you start playing, you see him in the opponent's team. Has this ever happened to you? To prevent this from happening, just tell the truth. It's hard, right? The big question is, how lying affects your health. A psychology professor in Indiana performed a 10-week project on 100 adults. She asked half of them to stop lying for 10 weeks and the other half to record the lies they told each day. After 10 weeks, data showed up that the half that did lie, their health decreased, and the half that didn't lie, their health increased. Now you know what lying can do to you, what it can do to relationships. So lying is not good, and I hope you remember it the next time you're about to lie. Thank you.
Thank you, Savya. I would like to now call everyone Dinoja from grade 5 to us with the speech.
Good afternoon, respected judges, principal, vice principal, coordinators, teachers, and my dear friends. I am Dinoja from grade 5 Taurus, and today I am here to give a speech on cryptocurrency. Do you know what's crypto or cryptocurrency? Or how is it secured? Or why is it a hot topic in the town? Well, some may don't know and some may know. So, before we start, I want to give my opinion on cryptocurrency. According to me, cryptocurrency is a very good option for investing and trading both. It is going to be the future because of security and growth. Now, if we are talking about growth, let me tell you a fact. Bitcoin was just worth $1 in 2011 and today it's worth thousands of dollars. So, let's begin with the most famous crypto, Bitcoin. Bitcoin was created in 2011 by a person named Satoshi Nakamoto. It is an open source digital currency. There are three ways to exchange Bitcoin. The first way is to sell our products and services and accept Bitcoin instead of money. The second way is to convert Bitcoin into real money. And the third and the most popular way is to mine Bitcoin. Now you will be asking how to mine Bitcoin. To mine Bitcoin, you need to solve a few mathematical problems with a 64-digit solution. There are still 22,50,681 Bitcoins left to be mined. Experts have predicted that one Bitcoin will be worth $5 million in 2020. Now, let's talk about Bitcoin security. Bitcoin is secured by a technology named blockchain technology. Blockchain technology saves the transaction by hashes. For example, if one hash is 1A, the next hash would be 1B. So it's impossible for hackers to tamper it. Even if a hacker wants to tamper it, they need to have 42 million computers, which is practically not possible. Now, let's get to another crypto. Ethereum. Ethereum was created in 2000
universal name Vitalik Buterin. It is also an open source digital currency. Ethereum's logo represents the air element and is linked with the heart chakra, which is the center for love and compassion. So, I would like to end my speech here. Hope you enjoyed and learned something new from my speech. Thank you.
Thank you for such an insightful speech. That brings us to the end of Elocution program. Now, I would like to call Rudina